This is Hannibal here from the HannibalTV.com with a special 420 daily wrestling news update here. I've had two very good workouts today, by the way. The big news in wrestling today is Smackdown's season premiere did a 0.5 rating, which is way down from their Fox debut last year, which did a 1.4 rating. So, if anyone has any fan questions, I'll answer them as I finish this. Piper is sleeping, Colonel Quayle. Anthony Shabbat. I don't get what you just said there. What do you guys think WWE has to do to get their ratings up? More Lars Sullivan. He returned last week. This week he beat Jeff Hardy. Got a 0.5. Mike wants me to interview Virgil. I'm working on it. Tomorrow morning, 9:30, Ken Batira. As I drink my tea, Dorian was asking what strain this is. This is a strain to help me sleep. Sam Lentz, we need Iron Maiden playing in the background. Well, if I did that, I couldn't monetize this video. Mario says hello from Winnipeg, where I understand they unfortunately had snow recently. I was out there running tonight. It's 0 degrees Celsius tonight. I don't know what strain it is. People give me weed. All I know is that this one is for sleeping. PW909 says less Lars Sullivan will help ratings. Trevor C. Compound or isolation workouts, which helps you get bigger. It's hard. Everyone reacts differently. I like to do multiple supersets, like 3 to 5 exercises at once. Sin is using Lars Sullivan's gay porn star name, Mitch Bennett. Colonel Quayle, what kind of butt is that? I'll write it down next time. Someone gave it to me. Which, by the way, weed is legal in Canada here. It's perfectly legal. Guar Fiend says my content is second to none. Much love from Calgary, of course. I lived in Calgary for numerous years. I actually lived in Cochrane, just outside of Calgary when I trained in the dungeon. Hope to return there. And Great North Wrestling used to actually promote shows here and there. Mario says free weed gets you the highest. Yeah, exactly. That whatever that was, that is effective, by the way. I'm already feeling it. Derek says Sullivan is not going to help ratings. He's not great. Mario says he's a wrestling enthusiast. He's been watching wrestling for 33 of his 36 years, starting in 1987. His first memory is the formation of the Mega Powers. We have something somewhat in common, Mario. My first memory of wrestling was the breakup of the Mega Powers. That's the very first wrestling show I ever saw, and that's what got me hooked. Krilling876 tips me $2. Thank you. Every bit counts. Any update on getting the one-man gang? If someone points me in his direction, I will interview him. I have no idea how to contact him, but I would love to interview him, sure. Miguel says someone take Lars' phone away from him. He can't stay out of the DMs. Yeah, last week's news, him messaging his old personal trainer from his account, Lars Sullivan account, was weird to say the least. You would think if you're on WWE TV, you wouldn't have to resort to that to get laid, especially if you're a porn star. Like, if you could say you're a porn star, wouldn't that help you get laid? I don't know. PW 909, his first memory was Hogan slamming Andre. Anthony Shabbat, first memory was Hogan beating the Iron Sheik. I was a little too young for that. Would I do a shoot with Tom McGee? Yes, Ray, I would. Would I interview NWO Sting, Jeff Farmer? Never really thought of it, but I would. Sam has a psychiatric diagnostic of Lars Sullivan. I don't know. I hope that they do sign Davey Boy Smith Jr., though. I heard they had cameras following him last weekend when he was doing the Bloodsport show. And, of course, Davey Boy Smith Jr. is the Hannibal TV champion. So that would be a loss for Great North Wrestling if they don't let him continue to defend that title if he goes to WWE. But I still think that for him, in the shape that he's in right now, with the training that he's had, to not be in a major company right now is very sad. Oh God, PW 909. Let's not talk about that first guy ever again. That would be great. The second guy, someone likes him in WWE, obviously, and we're going to have to talk about him because we report on the news here. Big Beef 35, can you ask questions during the Patera interview? Yes, but it's only going to be an hour. So tipped questions will help. Sam, I'm never going to wrestle in WWE. I'm retired. I'm a reporter. I want to be like a Joe Rogan type person who might do the odd thing in fighting and wrestling here and there. But I do not want to do anything but be a great reporter. Krilling says the need Heidi to do a British gimmick. They need Davey and Heidi to do a British gimmick. I think they need Davey Boy Smith to speak in the British accent. He does a great Tom Billington. That would get him over if he just continuously talked in the British accent. Derek Williams tips me $2. Thank you. You see, $6 from the $2. I can buy a protein drink with that and get into shape for whatever challenge comes in my way. Ray's first memory of wrestling was the Road Warriors debut on Georgia Championship Wrestling. Oh, what a rush that was.